The IDEXX Legiolert test detects Legionella pneumophila in water samples in 7 days with no confirmation step. Legiolert is available in a 100 milliliter format and must be used with a Quantitre Legiolert system for quantification. The Quantitre Legiolert is a disposable 96-well tray that provides counts up to 2,272 per 100 ml sample without dilutions. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to prepare both potable and non-potable water samples for use with the Legiolert test. You'll then learn how to quantify the bacteria using the Quantitre Legiolert system. To prepare a potable water sample, you will need the Legiolert reagent, a sterile, transparent 100 ml vessel, and sterile diluent. Add 10 ml of sample to 90 ml of sterile diluent and bring the sample to room temperature. Snap open the reagent pack and pour the powder into the 100 ml water sample. Cap the vessel and shake until the contents are dissolved. The sample may remain cloudy. This potable water sample is now ready to be quantified. To prepare a non-potable water sample, you will also need the Legiolert pretreatment kit and a 1-minute timer. Snap open the reagent pack and pour the powder into 100 ml of sterile diluent. Cap the vessel and shake until the contents are dissolved. The water may remain cloudy. Set this vessel aside. Reconstitute the Legiolert pretreatment by adding 100 ml of sterile DI water to the vessel and then shake until fully dissolved. Mark the preparation date on the bottle. Refer to the Legiolert pretreatment product insert for more information. Add 0.2 ml of reconstituted Legiolert pretreatment to a sterile microtube. Add 0.2 ml of non-potable water sample to the same microtube. Start a 1-minute timer and then mix the contents thoroughly. Mix again before the 1 minute is up. At 1 minute, immediately transfer 0.2 ml of the treated sample to the vessel containing the dissolved Legiolert reagent. Cap the vessel and invert to mix the sample with the reagent. This non-potable water sample is now ready to be quantified. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to use the Legiolert test with the Quantitre Legiolert system to determine the number of Legionella pneumophila in potable and non-potable water samples. For quantification, you will need an incubator, a Quantitre Legiolert tray, a Quantitre Legiolert rubber insert, a Quantitre Sealer Plus, and the included most probable number table or the IDEXX automated MPN generator program found at IDEXX.com. Turn on the sealer and then wait until a green bar appears on the display. The sealer has now reached the appropriate sealing temperature. Use only a permanent felt tip marker to label the Quantitre Legiolert tray. Adhesive labels may adhere to the sealer roller, and ballpoint pens may puncture the paper. Hold the tray at the top with the well side facing your palm. Push the top edge of the tray in with your free hand while squeezing the tray into a circle. Open the tray by pulling the back away from the well side. Avoid touching the inside of the tray. Aseptically pour the sample mixture into the tray. Tap or flick the tray to remove air bubbles. Immediately place the filled tray on the rubber insert, making sure each well fits its corresponding hole. Push the insert with tray into the sealer until the sealer grabs the tray and pulls it into the slot. If you need to reverse the motor, press and hold the reverse button. However, do not reverse the motor if the rubber insert is completely inside the sealer. The sealer distributes the sample mixture into the Quantitre Legiolert wells, seals the wells, and partially ejects the sealed tray. Remove the rubber insert and tray from the sealer. Incubate the sealed tray, paper side down, for 7 days at 39 degrees centigrade, plus or minus 0.5 degrees centigrade, for a potable water sample. For non-potable samples, incubate at 37 degrees centigrade, plus or minus 0.5 degrees centigrade. To prevent trays from drying out, the incubation humidity should be approximately 85%. If stacking trays, alternate tray direction, so large wells are placed above small wells. After incubation, look for any indication of brown color and/or turbidity greater than the negative control, which indicates a positive well. Mark each brown or turbid well, count the marked wells, and then refer to the MPN table included with the QuantiTray Legiolert trays. For potable water samples, remember to multiply the MPN number by 10 because you're using a diluted sample. The most probable number for this potable water example is 156.6 multiplied by a dilution factor of 10 to achieve a final MPN of 1,566 per 100 ml. For non-potable water samples, remember to multiply the MPN by 1,000 because you're using 0.1 ml of the original sample. The most probable number for this non-potable water example is 156.6 multiplied by a dilution factor of 1,000 to achieve 156,600 per 100 ml. Any change to a brown color and/or turbidity greater than the negative control indicates a confirmed positive for Legionella pneumophila. Here is an example with both strong and weak positive wells. There are a total of 6 positive large wells and 24 positive small wells. If you're unsure whether a result is positive, compare the sample side by side with a known negative sample. IDEXX recommends that you run a quality control procedure for each lot of Legiolert tests. You will find the quality control procedure in the Legiolert product insert. Remember, incubate samples for 7 days total at 39 plus or minus 0.5 degrees for potable samples and at 37 plus or minus 0.5 degrees for non-potable samples. Samples with any brown color and/or turbidity greater than the negative control are positive for Legionella pneumophila. Samples with no difference in brown color and/or turbidity from the negative control are negative for Legionella pneumophila. Positives before 7 days and negatives after 7 days are also valid. Always follow these testing guidelines. Use only sterile diluents. Refer to the product insert for details. Store tests at 2 to 25 degrees centigrade away from light and humidity. And always follow aseptic technique. Keep these tips in mind. No confirmation steps are needed. Up to 10 trays can be stacked for incubation. Do not place trays in a box or a bag. Always place trays paper side down in the incubator and alternate tray direction. Dispose of all samples and materials in accordance with local regulatory guidelines. If you have questions or need more information, call the IDEXX Water Microbiology experts at the number on your screen.